we took our custom monster chopper and our Hayabussa swapped solo car to the biggest and most notorious motorcycle rally on Earth. And on the very last day, we went out to see how fast our monster chopper could go. The monster chopper was ready to go, and just moments before leaving to Sturgis, the guys zip-tied in the radiator and cut a perfect little hole for the one rear tire of the Hayabussa swapped solo car.
Here we go.
Well, there they go. Are you as concerned as I am?
Nah, they good. It drives pretty good. Snappy, responsive.
This is the first time ever that the monster chopper and Hayabussa solo car have been past Ethan's driveway, and we were just one construction zone away from seeing how these machines run on the road.
How is it so far?
Oh, you might have to pry our cold dead fingers off of these things to get us onto the trailers.
Oh,
Yeah, this sucks that we cannot get these all the way to Sturgis on the road.
Good.
Like, if it was even remotely legal, I would just send it.
Yeah,
This
like
thing feels so... Granted, also, I don't know, how fast were we going there on the straights?
we got up to 55, dude.
Okay.
I did.
But above 55, this thing hops all the time.
Yeah.
So it would get, like, with a top speed of about 55, 60, it'd be a long ride to Sturgis.
There are a lot of roads that speed though, so you may see us catching some rollers whenever we get a few minutes, because this is a great combo.
It is.
Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, you looked great. Stopped over at that construction.
Oh, yeah. All right, that said, let's hit the road some more.
It is so hot in here. I'm like sweating.
Oh, this thing is so much fun to ride.
Dude, it looked really pretty smooth, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, above like 50 or so, or 45, I'm not sure. I don't have a speedometer, but at the higher speeds, the tires get real hoppy just because they're so big and probably not balanced at all. And also, I cut them down with like a belt bandsaw and a grinder. Anyway, this thing is amazing to drive. Like, just the whole experience, ridiculous. But it has cooling issues because apparently the tire is blocking most of the airflow. That's okay. We did make it to the spot where we were planning on loading up on the trailer anyway so that we can get some miles on the highway and get to Sturgis tomorrow. I've got a bunch more space for more fans here too. I could throw another fan on here so it's just constantly going because those fans are real small.
The guys wanted to ride these machines all the way to Sturgis, but ultimately made the right decision to not drive unregistered homemade contraptions on the highway. There's always next year.
Good to see it.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years. It hits a little different in person now.
Yeah. These tires are like really big.
Yeah.
Just a 46.
I sent a picture of it to the DMV guy and like vehicle inspector, and he basically just told me I had to have fenders and lights. Fenders that actually cover the tires.
Yeah,
and
do you have to have lights that go in front of the
yeah.
tire? Yeah.
I was like, these ones you can see? What are you talking about? Believe it or not, it's not the first time we've camped in the Go Fast Campers showroom.
Yeah.
So we all got woken up at 4 a.m. by somebody like yelling into the shop, "Hey, anybody in there?"
Man.
I don't blame him. Like,
So,
it's
hey,
fair.
is there a thief in here? No, just a sleeping homeless man.
I think it's safe to say we have arrived in the vicinity of Sturgis. There's about 10 times as many bikes on the road as there are cars. Solidly 90% of them are Harleys. We made it!
Driving.
And they even set up a teepee for us to sleep in. How cool is that? Some people in our situation or similar would show up with like a big old RV and air conditioning to stay in, but that is really just not Grindhard style.
That is
Going
not
up
the
and
vibe.
sleeping in a random teepee in the middle of the party, right next to the mini bike barrel racing, that's where we are.
Reverse gear engaged.
It's like we're moving up in the world. Usually we show up and sleep in the grass.
Somebody referred to it as an Ultra 4 track. I don't know if that's true, but it's a really nice looking track up on the hill. And we're gonna go rip around it with the Colonel. And Patrick's gonna maybe follow in this until it gets rowdy.
I just want to drive it, man. Who'd have guessed an Ultra 4 course is bad for a solo Hayabussa thing? The solo's hot, and it was down a cylinder. That broke. But this is fixable. I just straightened these out. And he's bleeding the coolant in that, so everything should turn out.
While Ethan paraded around with the Misfit bikes, Patrick was having serious overheating problems with the solo car.
We're gonna use this non-potable water if it's available.
Kind of seems like it's not. Wow, we don't have any like.
Dude, that's nothing.
We don't have any vessel.
Bro.
You gotta drizzle. You gotta drizzle. We just gotta do that like 11 times. Dude, you're a legend. Are you sure?
No, we don't need the water. Yeah.
There's water in there.
I mean, I'll drink a little bit of that.
No, I'm good.
Salivating all
Car's more important.
It's hot out here, dude. Non-potable.
I got you.
This is all we get out of that.
the water shut off.
And with a couple splashes of water, Patrick made it back to camp. We met our rowdy neighbors and got some sleep for our first full day of Sturgis. It looked like Ethan might have been watching too much of the Olympics.
Don't roll up right in front of the bar there. As you might be able to tell, there's a bit of racing going on. And this is not exactly in the same horsepower class, but it's extremely ridiculous. Most people wouldn't consider it a racing machine. So I'm going to challenge some people to races for fun against whoever wants to race me. We got mini bikes, we got Groms. We got a guy with like a chariot thing over here. So we'll see who wants to race.
It's not working out for you.
Yeah, I don't have much traction. Yeah. No, I just have 830 pounds of bike to get moving, you know. Takes a second.
I think I had you take me this far.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's actually like,
I was excited.
It's gonna go now.
Yeah.
When it gets traction. Yeah.
That was fun.
But when Sturgis really wakes up is at night.
So we heard that like a sort of impromptu burnout contest just starts happening here late at night.
Are you not entertained?
Chunks of rubber. All the burnouts from everybody else made it sticky enough for my front tire to not slide.
Plan is this water is only going to get dirtier through the week. If you want to swim, this is kind of the time to swim.
With the socks and shoes and everything.
I don't trust the bottom.
That's fair.
It doesn't taste too bad.
Oh, that's good. The chain's not rated for that kind of power.
Not even the master.
Nope, not the Master Link. I knew I should have left it at one burnout for the night. It was so successful, I should not have tried to one-up it or top it or even try again. So, yeah, I broke the chain, so we're pushing it back.
Hold on, I want one take too.
Go for it. Oh, look, we're in the right place.
We have found the right place.
So we came to the hardware store to get some, to try and find some chain, master links or chain. Yeah.
That's what we needed.
Yeah. Did you see how
Oh
twisted
my
that is?
goodness. Okay, that is like a lot more degrees than it was.
Yeah, probably another 20 degrees of rotation on that twist.
So we pieced together our chain, met up with some fans, and sold one of our coolest shirts ever. We have a handful still left at grindhardplumbingco.com, so check it out before they're all gone.
At first glance, this may seem to be just like a ice chest with 3 wheels that you sit on or drive. But this is the only power control.
I'm not understanding yet.
Speed 1, touch that bolt. Speed 2, these 2 bolts. Speed 3, I will run over people. So we gotta go out to the road. Woo! Full power mode hits. You know, after seeing what happens when I drive my own machines, I really don't know why anyone lets me drive theirs. Clearly the best gadget. Like, look at this. It also, woo! I told you it was a bad idea for people to let me drive their stuff. I welded it. I welded it till it broke.
The owner of the trike was a good sport about us breaking it, and then we proceeded to watch some even sketchier shenanigans go down at camp.
So we need to get the chopper going again because we're still here for a few days. So we're gonna go down to the nearest larger town. There's also some trash to be cleaned up that way. So we're gonna go out with the Gambler guys. Oh, 0 turn, baby. I'm almost, oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
This thing's a hog, dude.
Oh, I don't know, we might just have to take one of these home.
Can we get this instead of more chain? Dude, we could solid axle swap or long travel or both. Oh my goodness.
I've wanted to build one of these for a long time.
I know, and this is like, we actually fit in it. It's still ridiculously small. 31s would be perfect.
No one knows what chain is. Tow chains. And then he took us to winches. You know, maybe they're new boots. How does no one know what roller chain is?
We found it. It is really beautiful out here. Way too beautiful for that kind of trash. Time to see if this drags onto the trailer or just disintegrates into a million pieces. Fire in the hole!
There's your crop. There it is. Rocket. That's good, that's good.
Look at that. It was made for it.
That's not going anywhere. I'm just pulling the sprocket off real quick just so I can kind of look at some more things, and then I'm gonna throw another chain on it and then see if I can't straighten some things out just enough for it to work for a while. And then when we get home, we'll make it way stronger. But I can't complain here. I've got some live music while I fix the chopper. I mean, can't get that very many other places.
After Ethan added a new percussion instrument to the band's lineup, he did a quick test of the monster chopper, and good news, he finished it just in time for the barrel races.
Expect them to do that well?
Yeah. Next up was the hot dog on a string contest, and I think we did it wrong. Pretty sure it's supposed to look more like this.
Get in here, Nate. Come on.
objective of the slow race is to be the last to cross the finish line. And this is normally really hard on two-wheeled vehicles, but when your tires are 19.5 inches wide, this is actually pretty easy. You can just kind of hang out.
It's really not. Quite a few inches smaller. Also the front tire, tiny. Amateur. No, that thing's actually really cool. Because the left side is bald and the right side is not quite bald.
We got one more small one after we got a heat cycle. Dude, discount, 99 bucks mounted. They tried to balance it, but it'd be an hour. So I said, just give me that thing dirty mounted, no balance.
We don't need balance where we're going.
No, sir. And this one's not quite near as cheap of a tire, so it'll probably last a lot longer. This is a 215/55, and we had a 205/40. So it's probably 2.5 inches bigger overall.
So the Hayabussa Solo car got its new rubber just in time for the drag races.
face. Oh yeah. Sheared it off the rest of the way.
I thought he had you, but no.
I knew something went wrong with his. I was like, dude, this thing.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah. It's like, my God, that thing's made for drag racing.
Fixed many a bikes, it's a slightly smaller barn-looking thing, but not a true barn.
Well, also a bar.
A bar.
We'll have to see when I get it actually tight, but I think the chain is actually more consistent than it used to be. Like, it used to be like really tight, really loose, really tight, really loose. So, yeah, we'll call that a win. And I'll actually be nice to it this time. Immediate cut to it being broken 5 seconds later. Yeah, that weld was nothing. No. It's fine. It'll take 5 minutes to fix it now that we got a good welder.
When you think of movies, you think like biker gangs in the back of the hills. This is what you think. This is exactly what you think. Like a little flux core welder in the back of a corner shop. One little Harbor Freight light. We are a chicken rotisserie for monster bikes.
So this is Dizzy. She does Harley stunts, so I figured if anybody here can ride this,
it's gonna be me.
Exactly.
Leaning and stuff. I saw
Yeah,
you
you're gonna want to lean a lot. It's
okay.
You have to lean, yeah, probably more than you think.
Oh my God, that's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I might fall.
That's okay. Right. Getting going a little faster will make it a lot easier. Just,
Okay.
you know, like 10 miles an hour or something will be a lot easier than 1 mile an hour.
Okay, got it.
Heavier on this side. So like, it's gonna feel like you're gonna fall over that way, but you're not. Try that. Not crash it while I'm driving it, including myself.
That was awesome.
That was dope. That was so
you
dope.
did great. So like,
Oh my gosh.
that's how much heavier it is on that side.
Well, that made
That's
me
why
feel
it's
better.
so weird to ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That was my whole vision for it. Like, because I looked at those two wheels just sitting there on something else, and then I visualized the whole bike being on the other side. So you just see it going down the road and be like, how is that attached?
I told Patrick to wait a couple minutes, and what did I miss?
So this is why we never do anything without cameras, because Patrick was like, oh, I'm just gonna go rip around in the field a little bit, just, you know, have a little bit of fun. He came out here, went, brap, brap, silence, rolled it.
I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh, I'm so upset.
How broken is it?
Oh, every panel is smashed.
Oh, bro.
Like mechanically, it's fine.
Mechanically great. Every panel is, actually no, this door is not smashed, and this panel, that one is.
Oh, man.
Here, let me fix this.
Well, now there's only 19 of these left on the road.
I don't think that helped, Steven. It does still run though. We'll find out if it still drives.
Before my wife, she just now found out because Ethan drove up and the Solos told me.
It's all good, buddy. We have all rolled our fair share of grind hard machines.
Look who showed up at Camp Zero. Sea-Boys are here, and they brought a lot more toys than we did. They got the off-road R1. They brought their Hayabussa mini truck, a couple of Harleys, Harley with a sidecar.
Most of our stuff breaks, so we're bringing like backups.
All of my stuff
backups
breaks.
to the backups.
Yeah, all of my stuff breaks.
I haven't broken anything in a while, so we're either in a good stretch or I'm bound for failure.
Yeah, all you gotta do is be nice to the throttle, because the drive shaft does not like the amount of torque that's going through it.
I can imagine.
With all that gear reduction, it has somewhere around 2,000 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheel in first gear. So yeah, no clutch drops. You probably can't break it. It's pretty beefy. That's not a challenge.
I don't know if I'd say that. That sounded like a challenge. Look, Evan's licking his chops.
Ride's like a dream.
Right? Yeah, no, you figured it out right away. Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to like just the slightest pad.
That's in the works. It's in the works.
Dude, it goes. I'm surprised.
I thought you would have liked that part.
Dude, this thing scoots.
Yeah.
It looks like for some reason with the big wheels like it might be slow. It's not slow.
No.
We've been breaking this thing all Sturgis.
Evan is an expert at finding the weak point to something, and clearly you found it again.
Don't worry. So I can get it going again in another like half hour or so.
I apologize.
You're good. I knew it was gonna happen.
You want to go wreck my R6?
Yes.
Important thing when off-roading the R6 is it picks up speed much quicker than it slows down.
That's a good time.
Game recognized game.
There's not a lot of traction out here. I tried to wheelie, it doesn't like it.
He's a rider. He can handle it. He's got it.
if you put some longer forks on the front, you bring it back, you get more rake, you get more stability. Because like street bikes have the least rake out of any style of bike. So like on the track, there's a couple spots where you hit something and it just goes. But yeah, like just a little bit of work and it could be really fun off road.
But also, I think it's just cool.
It's better to just do it stock because then you're just taking a crotch rocket in the mountains.
Ken rolled out in style, and we went to fix the chopper one last time because we want to go through the wall of fire and see once and for all how fast this thing can go.
Also, not that it helped much, but I'm gonna put my pants back on for this ride, and obviously a helmet because the chain guard got yoinked.
We found a long, clear road just outside of camp, so before we pack up and head home, let's see how fast this thing can go.
Oh, that was a great success.
Yeah, I didn't even die. You gotta feel it out. You gotta learn where its limits are.
You scared the hell out of me. 60 miles an hour into a turn is pretty brave.
You gotta find out what it can do, you know?
Well, no, the only thing was your back tire was so slippery from it just being like, you were laying down rubber driving. It was, no, literally, you're just laying down rubber while driving. So like, I was like, dude, his back tire's so slick, he probably doesn't even know it.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, your back tire was slick. I was scared it was gonna slip off from under you. It was pretty spooky.
No, even when it started wobbling, like, it didn't feel like it was gonna suddenly amplify and kill me. It was just a little wiggle, 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 and then I just straightened up.
It looked very spooky.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little spooky, obviously.
I'm glad it's all good.
Yeah.
As long as it only wiggles and doesn't fold.
Precisely.